Good evening and welcome to the Elida Fieldhouse, the Union Bank Court, where tonight WSM brings you a matchup of teams from two different conferences. From the Northwest Conference, the Bluffton Pirates, and from the Western Buckeye League, the Elida Bulldogs. My name is Mark Schein, my pleasure to do play-by-play, alongside Kelsey Beimer. Kelsey, non-conference basketball, Tuesday night and last week of the regular season.
Yeah, we're creeping up on tournament time. This is a good Elida and a good Bluffton team. I think we're going to have a good game tonight, Mark.
How about keys to the game from Bluffton Pirates tonight?
Yeah, so first off for Bluffton, I think number one, they need to be faster in transition. Elida's a really athletic team, and Bluffton has to be quick in transition to limit fast break points and to get it back to set up on defense. Number two, Bluffton shouldn't be afraid to shoot the ball. Bluffton is a really great shooting team. They averaged 57% two-point field goals this year and just under 40% three-point field goals. They average 64 points per game compared to Elida's 53. So that just shows how good this team is at shooting the ball. If they can get their perimeter shooting going, it will help them open up the post, and that would be a huge positive for them.
Let's look at the Bluffton Pirates starting lineup. They will go with number 0, Merrick Donaldson, 6'1" senior, averaging 13 points and 4.9 rebounds. Number 1 is Bean Ginter, 5'11" junior at 6.7 and 5.5 assists. Number 2, Kane Wright, 6'2" junior, 13.2 and 5.7 rebounds for him. Number 4 is Taryn Boblet, 6'1" senior, 8.3 for him. And number 35 is Blake Summers, 6'5" senior at 14.7 and 6.2 rebounds. Kelsey, Elida Bulldogs, they come in 13-6. Keys to the game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, first off, defend the boards. Bluffton averages 30 rebounds a game, but Elida has Parker Krim. If he can get going, he'll be a strong force in the post, and it will be a big plus for the Bulldogs. Second, they got to keep their shooting fouls to a minimum. I talked about it earlier. The Bluffton Pirates are a really good shooting team. Well, that doesn't stop at the free throw line because they are there as well. They average about 75% from the line on the season, so you don't want to give the Pirates those easier earned shots there at the free throw line.
Let's look at the Elida starting lineup. It's a bit different this evening. It's senior night here. They're going to try to start as many seniors as they can. Number 0, Zori Island. Zori is a 5'9" senior, averaging 14 points a game. Parker Krim, 6'4" junior, averages 5.4 and 8.4 rebounds. Then the senior, Gabe Adcock, who's had an ACL injury, not been able to play this year, 5'8" for him. And he is a senior. 23 is Evan Jackson, 6'3" senior, averaging 2.5 points per game. And number 33 is Baylor Altenbach. He is a 6'1" senior, as Coach Ryan Howard is going with his senior starting lineup this evening. And I think we'll see a special start to this game as well, involving how the Elida Bulldogs and the Bluffton Pirates start this game. But that's for another moment. We'll be back with that right after this. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're back at the Elida Fieldhouse, the Union Bank Court. They're introducing the Elida starting lineups. John Stocker, DDS, is tonight's premier sponsor for the Elida Bulldogs, providing dental care for high school sports fans. And our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Springfield Fireworks. Springfield Fireworks in Bluffton is your one-stop shop for the largest selection of fireworks and novelty items, open 7 days per week, 9 to 7. Kelsey Beimer, it is a special evening. It is senior night. But I did want to mention this. The Elida Bulldogs and Coach Ryan Howard have decided to throw in a starter, Gage Adcock, this evening. Gabe is a 5'8" junior. He suffered an ACL injury back in football, has been unable to play this evening. Coach wanted to start him this evening, and I think we're going to see something special when that starting lineup gets on the floor and takes his place. He wears number 5 for the Elida Bulldogs, does Gabe Adcock. Our officiating crew tonight, Stephen McCray, Kurt Bigelow, and Anthony Shue. And a pair of number 2s head to midcourt. That's Kane Wright and Parker Krim. And Anthony Shue will toss the basketball. And if you can see number 5, Gabe Adcock, is at the far end of the floor. And they're going to throw the basketball down to him. He's going to take a layup and have the opening 2 points of this game. For a young man whose leg injury did not allow him to play. Bluffton's going to go the length of the floor, and we're going to get a basket from Eric Donaldson, and then we're going to get some subs into the game, and we'll get after it with 7:39 to go here in our opening quarter, and we're tied at 2.
You know, Mark, that's just a really cool thing that you see by both teams here, that they're willing to do that. Let a kid with an injury come in, score 2 points on this game tonight. Just a really cool thing that these teams do for their seniors.
You can see at the top of your screen on the left, very emotional afternoon for Mr. Gabe Adcock, and congratulations to Coach Howard. Great idea. It's 2-2. Let's play basketball. Island. This is Wash on the wing. Mari Wash throws across court and sails out of bounds as miscommunicated there.
Yeah, just like you said, just a little bit of miscommunication. I like the cross-court pass, but unfortunately Evan Jackson just was on a different page there with running towards the center.
This is Blake Summers. He hands off to Bean Ginter. Pass goes into the free throw line there at Kane Wright. Look down inside. Krim matched up with Summers. Summers, big left-handed post player, tries to get a shot off and cannot, and gets called for 3 seconds. Good defense, Parker Krim.
Absolutely, yeah. Parker Krim, he's gotten a lot better this year. I mean, on the boards, he's just an absolute menace. I mean, I think he leads the team with 101 offensive rebounds, so definitely watch for him on this end of the court there.
Mari Wash will advance the basketball. This is Baylor Altenbach on the wing. Baylor finds Evan Jackson top of the circle. Pull-up jumper will go off the back of the rim. Evan Jackson rebounds, was undercut in the process of doing so by Kane Wright. That's our first foul of the game.
Yeah, one thing we have to bring up, Zori Island on Saturday night versus Findlay, he just got his 1,000th career point, so congrats to Zori, a huge accomplishment for him and for these Elida Bulldogs.
Had 19 in that game. Zori will be the inbounder and finds Evan Jackson. Zori comes off a screen. Wash with the basketball. He pulls up the three-point line. That's long. Rebound comes to Donaldson. Merrick pushes the ball, and up ahead it will go to Boblet. Boblet, ball fakes, into the lane he goes. It's stripped loose from him. Parker Krim ends up with it. And finds Zori Island. Minute and a half in, it's still 2-2. Altenbach tries to get to the rim. Senior getting the start here this evening. This is Altenbach, left-handed three, and he made it. Baylor Altenbach's three-point field goal. Our three-point field goal sponsor tonight is Webb Insurance Agency. Webb Insurance Agency serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years, with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. Inside, the pass goes to Wright. Kane with Jackson on him. Bean Ginter tries to get in the lane. Parker Krim picks it up. Wash. Into the lane goes Mari Wash. And it's going to go out of bounds and come all the way down by us. He must be by about 10 feet.
Yeah, rolled right over near us. I mean, Bluffton and their Elida, both teams are going to want to watch those turnovers. That's definitely not something that you want to give to the other team. But I want to talk about Baylor Altenbach. He scored that three a couple possessions ago. He's one of the seniors for Elida that doesn't typically start so for him to get that start on senior night and drill that three, really awesome.
Absolutely. Inbound pass ends up in Kane Wright's hands. He scored on a lob pass. Good set play. Wash spins to the rim. Ball fakes. It goes up and will draw contact. And we will get our first free throws of the game. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Delphus. Come join us next week, February 17th through the 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. The foul went to number 0, Merrick Donaldson. And Mari Wash bounces in his first free throw. Averages 15 points a game and shoots 65% from the free throw line. He makes that one as well. 7-4 Elida. And they're going to pick up full court pressure. Boblet. Summers on top. This is Bean Ginter with the basketball. Bean averages more than 5 assists a game as Parker Krim knocks it out of bounds. Really
great hands there by Parker Krim. I think Krim and Blake Summers are going to be two names we're saying a lot tonight. I mean, this is going to be a really good post battle, isn't it, Mark?
Blake Summers, leading scorer on a very well-balanced team from Bluffton at 14.7 per game. Ginter tries to get to the lane, and Jackson stops that. Summers pull up three. Blake Summers has 28 of those on the season now, and we're tied at 7. As he makes a Webb Insurance Agency three-point field goal.
Yeah, that's the thing with Blake Summers. You see a 6'5" basketball player, you don't think they're typically shooting threes. But like you said, that was Blake Summers' 28th of the season. He can shoot from behind the arc.
Right, rebounds and pushes the other way. Boblet gets a three look. Splash.
3 balls are falling tonight, and this is the thing with Bluffton. They're just such a fantastic shooting team. If the ball is going into the net for them, it's going to be hard to beat them. So Elida is definitely going to want to match that as Bluffton takes the lead now.
Yet another Webb Insurance Agency three-point field goal. Island on top to Altenbach. Baylor has it pushed away from him by Boblet, and it will be Bluffton basketball. Into the basketball game will come Marcus Hill for Elida. He wears number 3. And the number 24, Landon Worcester for Bluffton. He wears number 24.
Yeah, congrats to Baylor there on a great couple minutes here in the first quarter. Really great effort to try and get that ball that went out of bounds.
A scramble for the loose ball action. Ginter tries to push action. Donaldson top of the circle. And he backs it up. Ginter. Summers tried to get to the lane. Got cut off by Island. Krim has it. And now Zori again. Zori Island working the lane. Euro step. Left-hander floats up. Bounces out. Krim with a rebound. And stick back no. And the rebound on the backside comes to Worcester.
That's what Krim does. He gets those offensive rebounds. Unfortunately, that putback just didn't fall.
Donaldson couldn't score. Island's pushing the other way. Zori working with just a double team and finally finds Evan Jackson. And then Wash will set.
Yep, Elida's going to take the ball up top, reset things a little bit. Like you said, there was a double team there. Things were getting a little bit hectic, so they're going to pull it back up, reset things.
Wash off a screen. Jackson wants to go the lane, and Evan Jackson will get called for an offensive foul. And a solid defensive play by Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester did a really good job there. He got his feet set. It was a good call by the ref. We had a pretty good view of it from down here.
Comes Brody Summers into the game. Brody wears number 23, 6'2 senior, averaging 2+ points per game for the Bluffton Pirates in their red uniforms this evening. There he is right there with the basketball, Brody Summers. And Ginter will set the offense with 3 minutes to go. Opening quarter action. To the rim. Bean Ginter goes to the rim and scores his first basket. 5 Pirates in the books right now.
Yeah, they're doing a great job getting a variety of different scorers. Bean Ginter, he's not one that puts up a ton of numbers in terms of points, but he's leading the team in assists. He's leading the team in steals. He's probably one of the hardest working players on this floor right now.
Thanks to good defense from Summers. Krim left that shot short. Ginter into the lane. Scramble for it. Wash comes up with it. Amari heads the other way. Ball fakes and goes up and banks one in. Amari's got 4 in the opening quarter.
Yeah, when Amari Wash gets the ball around half-court line and he's dribbling, it's going to be hard to catch him. He's just so quick and really good at dribbling up the floor and putting in those little layup shots.
12-9 on our Rhodes State College scoreboard. Boblet on the wing. Ginter. Island going for a steal. He and Wash each average about 3.5 or 2.5 steals per game. Ball fake to the rim. Donaldson, skip pass, and Boblet's going to get a 3-look. Really good offense. Shot was just a little long. There's a long outlet pass to Wash, and he can't quite get to it. And we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate for there for Amari Wash. It was an open layup there, but, I mean, you can't say it's an awful foul from Bluffton because he was going to get a layup anyway, so might as well send him to the free throw line to earn 2 points there.
Taryn Boblet gets his foul, and we'll go shoot Webb Insurance free throws. Our scoreboard tonight is sponsored by Rhodes State College. Start your journey today at Rhodes State College. Amari Wash has already made a pair of free throws this evening. And now has 5 points. And Kelsey, there's an emergency vehicle parked right outside the door here, and their red and white flashing lights are quite a distraction to me. Hopefully it's not to a player right now, but Wash is looking right into that right now as he shoots this free throw.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be ideal. I mean, you pointed it out before the game. They've still been going. Hopefully everything's okay out there. But, yeah,
yes.
It's definitely not what you want to be looking into while you're shooting your free throws.
Brody Summers with the rebound. His team's still up 2 with minute 40 to go here in our opening quarter. From the Elida Fieldhouse.
Yeah,
Hill out front.
On the last possession, Bluffton did a really good job of driving in toward the basket. That leaves some players open on the outside, and they're so lethal with their shooting.
Worcester shot a little long. Wash rebounds. Island. Elida trying to tie this one up, maybe take the lead. And with that long 3-point field goal from Zori Island, they do. 3-point field goals. That brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency.
What a shot. I love the confidence there.
Donaldson. Worcester, top of the circle, goes to Summers to the rim, and his shot rolls out. Rebound comes to Brody Altenbach. Checked in a moment ago, 6-foot junior. And Island tries to get to the rim, is going to get called for an offensive foul as Zori dribbled into traffic and picks up his first foul.
Yeah, I think that's another good call by the refs there. Bluffton's doing a really good job of setting their feet. They know Elida's athletic and is going to want to push the ball, get a lot of contact. They're doing a good job of drawing the 2 charges so far tonight.
Elida also sends in number 11. That is Noah Jospel. And this will be number 30. Carter Hohenbrink will be the inbounder. Both teams have played a lot of guys in the opening quarter. Blake Summers will be the guy advancing the basketball against Jospel, and they're playing a little bump and run on the sideline. Ginter lobs it inbounds. Inside, it's got kicked out of bounds.
Amari Walsh tried to get that call there. He was on the ref, went off the other guy there, but that was funny, right in front of us. We have a good seat for that.
He and Stephen McCray, our official, kind of smile at each other a little bit. A little gamesmanship, the official appreciated. Ginter. Half a minute to go, opening quarter. Bounce pass inside, and we're going to get a foul. As Brody Altenbach went through the receiver, knocked the ball out of bounds with 29.3. Just a third team foul of the quarter on Elida.
Yeah, just a little bit of a reach around the body there for Brody to pick up that foul.
Bounce pass inside, out of bounds play. That's the second time they scored out of bounds play. Carter Hohenbrink that time. And there are 6 different Pirates in the scoreboard. They're up 1. Wash is going to get a high screen from Jospel.
Looks like they're probably going to hold for the last shot here.
Wash off a screen. Summers picks him up. Detours him outside. Amari's high floater won't go. And after 8 minutes, the Pirates will be up 1. You're watching high school basketball, WOSN. Back at the Union Bank Court here at the Elida Fieldhouse. We did not have a timeout in the opening quarter, but our timeouts tonight are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Our second quarter night is brought to you by Springfield Fireworks. Springfield Fireworks in Bluffton, the one-stop shop for largest selection of fireworks and novelty items. They are open 7 days a week from 9 to 7. Kelsey Weimer, interesting quarter. It's a 1-point Pirate lead.
It sure was. Yeah, both teams, I think, came out really strong. They're finding their footing still, of course, in this game, but nonetheless came out really strong. Both teams had 2 threes in the first quarter, and we haven't talked about this yet, but Bluffton is coming to this game on a 3-game losing streak, albeit those are against very good teams, including Spencerville and Columbus Grove. But this is going to be a great game for them to try and hopefully get back into the win column.
The other part of that is they get to play their tournament games here. If they win their opening tournament game, they will move here for their district action, so a little chance to get on the floor, too.
Absolutely.
Worcester looks inside and passes down to Summers. He's battling with Wash and has to kick it back out. Landon goes to the rim. Leans in, can't get a shot. However, Boblet can. He made a 3-point field goal again. He made one in the opening quarter. 3-point field goals for data brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency. Webb Insurance Agency serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton.
Yeah, Bluffton's doing a really good job of getting Elida to collapse on defense and leaving the shooter open on the other end of the court.
Zori Island picks up points 4 and 5 to make it a 2-point game. Bluffton. Boblet will hand it off, and Worcester will set the offense. Into the lane he goes against Parker Krim. And his scoop shot won't go, but right on the backside to clean it up and score is Blake Summers with 5. And the lead goes back to 4. Island into the lane he goes. Payne checked in a moment ago at the timeout break. That's Jonathan Payne. Where's number 14? Island pull up 3. Back of the rim, no. Marcus Hill rebounds. Here's Payne, just checked in a moment ago. Wash wants to penetrate. Well defended, though, by Worcester.
I like what Elida's doing. They're not getting the shots that they want, so they're being slow and methodical.
That 3 ball goes off the back of the iron and is rebounded by Kane Wright. And then Worcester directed traffic, working on Amari Wash. And the ball went baseline, and Wash forced a turnover. Into the basketball game comes Bean Ginter.
Yeah, it was a really good job there by Mario Wash. He did just enough to get a little bit of pressure on the offensive player there, get him a little bit offset, and he lost the ball. Really good defense by Mario Wash to lead to a turnover. The Bulldogs to get the ball back here.
Our premier sponsor tonight for the Elida Bulldogs is John Stocker DDS, providing dental care for high school sports fans. A little bit of discussion about getting everybody into the game. Here's our bounce pass to our inbounder, Payne, and he gets it involved to Zori Island. Off we go. Pair of zeros working out in front as Merrick Donaldson has him. Here's Krim down low, working on Summers, backs him down. Strong move. Summers gets a block and a rebound. Good job, Blake Summers.
Really great defense there. We haven't seen a lot of Parker Krim in the post yet. They tried it there, but Blake Summers met him with really great defense.
Ginter. Donaldson. Excuse me, that's Wright. Wright backs down, goes inside. Summers gets another three. That one's off the rim. Island wanted to head out in transition and got pushed out of bounds by Taryn Boblet. And Taryn becomes the first player in the game with 2 fouls.
Yep, and that's a shot that we know very well Blake Summers can make. He already had 1 3 in the first quarter, so Elida's going to want to watch for him on the perimeter.
Amari Wash has his left wrist taped, and he just came out of the game holding it. Evan Jackson checked in. And Amari is on the sideline here on the baseline waiting for the trainer to take a look at it, I think.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay. Maybe just needs a new wrap or something.
He's got a cut on his finger. That's what it is.
Yep.
Well, the emergency vehicle's right outside.
Yeah.
We can see the lights flashing if it becomes that serious.
Yep.
Island. Zori surveying things. Marcus Hill, top of the circle. Jonathan Payne. Well, Evan Jackson. Evan goes up and scores inside the senior's first basket of the game.
Fantastic move there by Eben. Yeah, he was met by a tall player in the post there. He had a great move, able to throw it off the glass and get an easy 2 there.
4:48 to go, opening quarter, or second quarter, excuse me. Summers down inside. Ginter ball fakes, but can't get to the rim. But Donaldson gets into the lane. Nice bounce pass. And powering up inside for that basket is Kane Wright. Kane's got 4 now off a nice assist.
Fantastic pass there. That's one thing, you know, when you have 2 players on you, someone's got to be open somewhere. He was able to find open Kane Wright there, right underneath the basket.
We're trading baskets this quarter. It's a 4-point game. Island goes to the foul line area. Wanted to bounce past to Jackson. Got covered up inside, and it went out of bounds off of Payne. Here comes Wash back in the game.
Yeah, the pass was just a little bit much to the side there, went right through Jonathan Payne's hand. So Bluffton's going to benefit from that turnover there.
We're halfway through quarter number 2. It's a 4-point Pirate lead. Summers will hand off to Ginter. Wright. Summers going to get another 3 look. That's back of the rim. Bounces around. Comes to, looks like Bean Ginter has the basketball. He was surrounded by white jerseys. I couldn't figure out who had the ball, but it was Bean Ginter. And it's a foul. That will go against Marcus Hill. Marcus first, team's first of the quarter. Back into the game comes Brody Summers. And also along with him, Landon Worcester.
Yeah, Bluffton's been really good with these set pieces coming off the baseline. So Eli did a good job there, forcing them outside with the ball.
Summers, ball fakes Jackson, gets into the lane. That was really well done by Brody Summers for his first basket of the game. 6-point lead, Pirates. Marcus Hill inside. Amari Wash gets cut off, and the ball goes out of bounds. And what? So we've got water or something on the floor down here. While we're doing that, tonight's scoreboard is sponsored by Rhodes State College. Start your jury today at Rhodes State College. We're going to take a little time to clean some things up. So we're going to call this a timeout. Even though there is a timeout on the floor, we're going to call a timeout because it's Metzger Financial Services time. Helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067. Or you can visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. We're cleaning some moisture up off the court down here. While we're doing that, this is Elida's last home game. They will be at St. Mary's in Western Buckeye League play on Friday night and at Delphus Jefferson on Saturday night as they finish up their regular season. On Friday night, the Bluffton Pirates will be at Allen East in NWC play. Then they have a noon game on Saturday, so a quick turnaround. They'll play Maumee Valley Country Day at home on Saturday. And now we're going to clean up a little bit of blood. Let's take a break. Timeout here at Elida Fieldhouse. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're back at Elida. A little timeout action as they clean up the blood off the court. Our free throw sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and in Delphus. Come join us next week, February 17th to the 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. Talk about tournament action for these two teams. Bluffton's in Division 6, the Northwest Ohio 4 bracket, and they will have a home game against Wayne Trace. That will be on the 21st at 7 p.m. And the winner of that game will come here for tournament action. They will play the winner of Lima Central Catholic and Ada. The finals, that will be on the 26th. The finals are on the 28th here at this particular facility. And Elida, they're in the Division 4, Northwest Ohio 1. They play their tournament games at Findlay once they get past their home game. They will play the winner of Kenton and Van Wert here. Those two teams play on the 18th, and then on the 21st, that game will be here. And then they will move on to Findlay, and they'll have a chance to play Bath or St. Mary's. They have defeated Bath twice this season. They play St. Mary's, as I said a moment ago, on a Friday evening, and just have a little bit of issues cleaning things up on the floor as the players discuss things.
Yeah, it looks like they keep finding spots out there. But, yeah, Mark, we're talking about tournament play. These are two teams that in their respective divisions and in their brackets, I think that they can both make really big lengths within the tournament. You know, these are teams. Bluffton's ranked 16th in Division 6. Elida's ranked 20th in Division 4. These are both really good teams that I think can make quite a way in the tournament.
Had conversations today with Vicki Kaufman and Jim Tarr at the WOSN. They are sales representatives, and if you would like to get on board with your company or business or nonprofit and you'd like to sponsor some tournament basketball at WSN, you can contact the station for 419-339-4444, and we'll let you have some sponsorship activities either for your particular team or for the tournament as a whole.
Absolutely, yeah. With tournament play, teams are scattered around. Sometimes people won't be able to make it, so yep. WSN will be a big media outlet for a lot of those people to watch the game, so that would definitely be a fantastic opportunity. Multiple
sectional games for our boys next week. We've got some division girls games in the district action for those people next week, too, and I think we're about ready to play. Every time we get close to putting the ball back into play, we have to find one more spot of blood to clean up. I think we're ready to go here.
Yep,
with 3:18 to go before halftime. Bluffton's up 6. They're led in scoring by Taryn Bobbitt. He has 6, but very well balanced because Blake Summers has 5, 4 for Kane Wright, 2 for Brody Summers. Elida's led in scoring by Zori Island with 5, Amari Wash with 5, as one might expect. How their season has progressed, and we're ready to play basketball with Worcester with the basketball. To the wing it goes. Donaldson works inside. Big collision inside. The ball is kicked back out front to Summers. Boblet looked at 3. Instead went into the lane. Got it stripped loose by Hill. Wright's on the wing. And we'll go up top to get the basketball.
Yeah, that last play is a shot that Elida's willing to give up. Down in the post, he's very highly contested by 2 players, but he didn't really have an option other than to put the ball up. Unfortunately, they weren't able to come away with the turnover, but really great defense there for Elida.
Each team has just 1 foul here in quarter number 2. The only player in the game with 2 fouls is Taryn Boblet. Everybody else has 1 or less, and this has become a slower-paced game.
It sure has. Yeah, I was going to mention it earlier. The scoring has went down in this. What a block there.
Karim swats the shot away. Hill pull-up shot. Short. Rebound. Summers. Worcester's out ahead of the pack, and he will go up against Hill and missed a shot. Krim went down hard, but there for the rebound is Kane Wright. Kane Wright's got 6. That was quite a flurry of action. We've got a Bulldog down in the court, and we're going to take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball at WOSN. We've had yet another lengthy delay. This time it was for Zori Island. Now, Zori was able to walk off under his own power. He spent several minutes on the floor with a trainer, and he's on the bench. We'll see what that situation presents itself after 2 minutes to go here before halftime. What we do know is Bluffton's up 8. Marcus Hill's going to come off a screen and find Amari Wash. Parker Krim inside, but Summers knocked it away from him. Good play by Blake.
Really great play. Yeah, they know they're going to try and feed it into Parker Krim whenever they can. He saw that beforehand, was able to go around, get a hand on the ball, and then take it for the steal.
Well, see how they finish this out with this last 90 seconds. Both teams had two long breaks while we dealt with injury-type situations.
Yeah, it's funny because halfway through the second quarter, I thought, wow, this game's flying by. We didn't have a ton of stoppages, and then just here in the last couple of minutes.
Stand around all that time, you get stiff, and the sweat dries, and all that. It'll be Ginter's ball out of bounds. Instead, his coach says, I need to take a timeout. It's a Metzger Financial Services timeout. You're watching high school basketball at WOSN. Download the new and improved WSN Scores app with the most up-to-date scores in Northwest Ohio. Brought to you by QP Hamburgers and available in both Android and Apple stores. Zori Island checked back into the game during that Bluffton timeout.
It's definitely a plus for Elida because they've only scored 4 points in the second quarter here, 2 of which came from Zori Island. So he'll be a much-needed offensive help here for the last minute or so in the first half.
Lengthy 3 ball doesn't fall. Here's Highland working in the lane. Hands off to Parker Krim, who goes up and scores. And that assist to to Wash. Parker Krim's first basket of the game. There's a 3 out of the corner that's short. Tipped around. Summers rebounds. Blake fighting inside and missed a shot. Krim with a rebound. Ahead to Island, to Wash it goes. To Island it goes. Wash is the one who threw the basketball. This is Amari Wash to the rim. Evan Jackson. Skip pass. Zori Island for 3. In and out. And the rebound comes into the hands of Kane Wright. Coach Bob, the last shot of the quarter.
Yep, up 6. Definitely don't need to play fast here, potentially force a turnover and give Elida 2 more fast break points. So I like this. Slow it down. Got about 15 seconds left. See if you can grab a couple more points here going into the half.
Carter Hohenbrink wants to go to the rim, gets cut off by Wash. Donaldson's working inside, tries to bounce past it through Jackson and can't. Shot up, and Bluffton wants a call, doesn't get one, but after the first 16 minutes, the Pirates will go to the locker room up 6. You're watching high school basketball at WOSN. Halftime festivities almost complete here at the Elida Fieldhouse. Our premier sponsor tonight for the Elida Bulldogs is John Stocker DDS, providing dental care for high school sports fans. Our third quarter sponsor tonight is Springfield Fireworks. Springfield Fireworks in Bluffton is your one-stop shop for the largest selection of fireworks and novelty items, open 7 days per week, 9 to 7. Kelsey Beimer, you got some stat numbers that are interesting.
I do, yeah. So in the first half, Bluffton's up 25-19. A couple of things that stick out to me. Kane Wright's doing a really fantastic job for the Pirates. He's 3 for 4 from 2-point field goal range. He has 4 defensive rebounds, 5 overall. And the thing we talked about at halftime, turnovers, is big in this game. Bluffton has 7 of them, while Elida has 9. So a little bit of sloppy play, but that's what you're going to get with 2 really athletic teams here. A lot of steals, a lot of transition ball off those turnovers.
Bluffton quarter scores of 14 and 11 for their 25. They have 6 from Kane Wright, 6 from Taryn Bobbitt, 5 from Blake Summers. Elida has quarter scores of 13 and 6. They have 5 from Zori Island, 5 from Amari Wash. In the opening half, and Evan Jackson will be the inbounder. Elida also was out-rebounded by Bluffton by 2. I think that's an interesting stat as well in the opening half.
It is, yeah, absolutely is. And the big thing with Elida, I think, is just that second quarter, Bluffton was able to hold them to only 6 points.
Amari Wash gets a flare for a 3, doesn't score. Parker Krim rips away the rebound and goes up and scores inside. Parker's got 4 now in the game.
That's exactly what Elida needed. I talked about they only got 6 in the second quarter there. Well, they came out really aggressive on the boards, got a quality shot out from outside of the 3 there, but they were able to convert it anyways. Great job for Elida.
Taryn Boblet will pass the basketball to Kane Wright. Kane looks inside to Summers, and his turnaround jumper goes up over Eben Jackson. Krim rebounds. Island in a hurry the other way. Zori, step back 3. Got it. Zori Island nails a Webb Insurance 3-point field goal. Webb Insurance Agency serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. Zori's got 8 in the game now, his second made 3.
That was such a pretty move there. Like you said, a nice step back 3 and a strip there from Romari Wash to head the other way.
Wash just took the ball away from an offensive player. Island looks at 3 again. This time he goes to the rim to Krim instead. Parker backs down. Spin move. Parker Prim scores. Elida's come out on fire. 7 early points here.
Fantastic job by Parker Krim. That's exactly what he needs to do. He's playing fantastically underneath the rim. He's getting those shots. They're getting turnovers.
And Zori Island gets a steal, goes to the rim. Zori's got 10, and we're going to get a Bluffton Pirate timeout. We're at minute 35 into the third quarter. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. It's a Bluffton Pirate timeout. Our timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rose State College. Start your journey today at Rose State. And our scoreboard, the Elida Bulldogs have put up a quick 9-0 run here in the first minute 35, Kelsey.
They sure have, yeah. I think Ryan Howard got the guys together at halftime in the locker room, said, these are things I see, maybe these are things that we can do a little bit better. And my gosh, it worked, Mark. They came out, like you said, 9-0 run. They looked really, really good. Bluffton had to force a timeout there.
Bulldogs had 6 in the 8 minutes in the second quarter. They put up 9 already here in this quarter. See how the Pirates respond after their timeout by their coach, their second one of the game. Donaldson on the wing. Summers, they swing it around to Ginter. Boblet gets a 3-look. Missed a shot, but Donaldson had the rebound, tipped away from him. Good hustle play, but ends up in the hands of Wash. And Wash into the lane, and he's going to have to fight it back out. Wash goes to the rim, little runner inside. Amari Wash has 7 in the game.
Really great move there. Really fast-paced basketball here by both sides. Again, we saw a couple of turnovers again, but that, I think, just comes with the territory when you're playing basketball at this pace.
Parker Krim is matched up with Summers going full court. Blake gets it over midcourt. They get into their offense. Donaldson on the wing. Elida's taking a 5-point lead. Donaldson tries to get away from Jackson. Here's a lob pass inside. And going up and scoring is Kane Wright. Good pass, good score. Bluffton stops the run, but still trails by 3.
Yeah, Parker Krim almost got the block there, but when you're on defense, you want to be in front of that player, not behind him. So that way he was able to get an easy layup there off his rebound.
Zori Island to the rim, left hand, shot's a little long, but Krim high for the rebound is going to draw a foul. That'll give us the free throw opportunities for Parker Krim. Our free throw sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and in Delphus. Come join us next week, February 17th through the 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. The foul went to, looks like Taryn Boblet. He has 3 fouls now. And Parker Krim to the free throw line. He's got 6 points in the game. And line drives his first free throw in. Multiple substitutions for the Pirates. Into the game will come Brody Summers. Looks like we're also going to bring in Landon Worcester, and also I think Taryn Boblet came back into the game.
Yeah, there's been a definite momentum switch here in the start of the third quarter toward Elida. So Coach Boblet's going to get some new players in and see what they can do differently.
Ginter rebounds the basketball. 4-point Elida lead. Boblet. Trap in the corner. They get it out. Donaldson on top of the circle. Worcester inside. Has to kick it back out. Boblet. Here's a pass inside to Summers. And muscling up inside for his second basket of the evening is Brody Summers.
Yeah, and that's a matchup that you like there. I believe it was Zori Island that got switched. And when you're under the post there with that size advantage, that's definitely one that you're looking for if you're Bluffton.
Zori Island directing traffic. Good to see he's healthy after a fall in the opening in the second quarter. Marcus Hill. Wash. Ginther has him. Parker Krim headed to the rim. Spin move. Parker Krim lays it up. No. Fights for his own rebound. And what? Foul action. Who's the foul go to?
There were so many people down there.
Absolutely. It went to Landon Worcester, number 24. In that melee inside. Island throws it inbound. And Evan Jackson throws it away. He thought Wash was going to the rim, and he wasn't.
Yep, a little misread there, but on that other play, Parker Krim made a fantastic move to get it to the basket. Unfortunately, it's just one of those that didn't go in.
Donaldson had a three look that didn't go. Bobbitt's able to rebound. Merrick's going to get another opportunity, and that one he nails. Merrick Donaldson's made 39 of those on the season. His first Webb Insurance three-point field goal of the evening.
Yeah, you can't give Bluffton, with as good of a shooting team they are, you cannot give them those second chances. Getting the defensive rebounds is going to be really, really important for Elida.
Pirates have weathered the storm. Back in the lead. Hill went to the rim. Donaldson's going to head the other way. Bounce pass inside. And Ginter ends up with kind of a frantic play right now. Bobbitt tries to get inside and can't. Bluffton with a 1-point lead. Donaldson gets another three. That one goes off the rim, but Bobbitt rebounds that one. And we're going to get a foul. I think Zoriata whacked him on the arm. He did. Zori's second foul. Let's go along with his 10 points.
If you're right there, I know it's only Zori's second foul, but I don't know if that's one I like. I mean, the play was slowed down. They were resetting. Definitely not a foul that you need to give there.
Carter Hohenbrink enters the game. This is Carter with the basketball now as he throws it to Ginther on the wing. Hohenbrink gets a three look. Bounces off the rim. Hill goes high for the rebound.
Yeah, Marcus Hill is someone I think Elida would be really happy to get more involved in this game. He hasn't scored yet tonight. He's been playing really well, though, defensively and off the ball.
Zori Island pull up jumper. Nope, Bobbitt rebounds. Two minutes to go. Action-filled quarter here in quarter number 3, and we're going to get a Bluffton timeout. Their third, Metzger Financial Services timeout. 2:13 to go. Bluffton's up 1. You're watching high school basketball, WOSN. John Stocker, DDS, is tonight's premier sponsor for the Elida Bulldogs, providing dental care for high school sports fans. Bluffton's come back to take a 1-point lead, and they just called their third timeout of the game, a Metzger Financial Services timeout, and inbounding the basketball will be Brody Summers. To Ginther down low, kick out pass. Hohenbrink gets a three. That bounces off the rim. Another offensive rebound, and Krim's going to get a foul.
Yep, that was a tough one there. The Bluffton player, I didn't see who it was, but he did a really good job of blocking out there. Parker, of course, is going to go for the rebound. I think he got a little over the back action there. At
halftime, Bluffton had a rebounding edge. I think that has continued here into quarter number 3. That's an inbound play that scored again. They did that in the first quarter, and Summers now has 7 in the game. Same play that ran earlier. His team leads by 3. Jonathan Payne, who entered at the timeout, passes the basketball. Wash on the wing.
Yeah, Bluffton's done a good job after coming out after halftime, and Elida really going on that little momentum shift there. Coach Bobbles did a good job, called a couple timeouts, figured out what his team needed to do better, and it's been effective. They're back up 3 points.
Pull-up three doesn't go, but Krim rebounds, fights it back up. Summers rebounds. Hohenbrink will go in transition. 90 seconds to go in the third. Ginther throws it inside. Summers turns or kicks it out. And Wash, or Island, will be out in transition. Island right to the rim and finishes. Zori's got 12. He's got 7 in this quarter.
Jonathan Payne there. He was on the floor, was able to scoop that ball up, give it to Zori Island. He was able to dribble down the floor and get an easy 2 there. Really fantastic effort there by Payne.
60 seconds to go in the third. Here's a pass inside that Krim steals. And Krim's headed to the rim and goes up, and it will roll in for Parker.
I thought we were in dunk territory there, but Parker got a little bit tripped up. Didn't matter. He got the 2 points anyways.
Parker Krim has 9-7 in this quarter. His team has taken a 1-point lead in a very competitive third quarter. Ginther goes to the rim, high off the glass, and scores his second basket of the night.
Well, Bean Ginther did exactly what you need to when you're under the post with Parker Krim. Nice high arch shot, went right over him. Really good job there.
Elida is going to play last shot of the quarter. They were down 6 at the break. Island's going to throw it all the way back out to Payne with 12 seconds to go. Jonathan Payne goes inside. Zori Island wanted a three. Leans in, gets it blocked. Payne gets a three. That's the buzzer that goes off the back of the rim. And Bluffton will take a 1-point lead to the fourth. You're watching high school basketball, WOSN. Our fourth quarter tonight is brought to you by Springfield Fireworks. Springfield Fireworks in Bluffton is your one-stop shop for the largest selection of fireworks and novelty items. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 7. And our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rhodes State College. Start your journey today at Rhodes State College. 16-11, Elida in the quarter. After being down, though, Bluffton rallied back and takes a 1-point lead, Kelsey.
They did, yeah. Really great quarter there by Zori Island and Parker Krim. They each had 7 points there in the third. And Bluffton, like you said, a slow start, but they came back, pulled it back, and they had 5 different scores there in the third quarter.
Boblet will inbound and throw the ball to Ginther. Island harassing him, and Krim goes for a steal, knocks it into the hands of Blake Summers. Pass inside to Kane Wright. Summers is going to get a three, and he nails it. 3-point field goal sponsor tonight is Webb Insurance Agency. Webb Insurance Agency serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. His second tonight gives him 10 in the game. It's a 4-point lead. And a turnover.
Yeah, on that last possession there, Mark, Bluffton did a really good job. They ran an effective screen. They were able to get Blake Summers open behind a 3-point arc, and he was able to sink it for his second of the night. I think his 10th point of the night as well.
Kelsey, when we were at Wapak the other night, we had to deal with a T-shirt cannon. It was worried the whole night long. Tonight, we're just throwing them up into the crowd.
Yep.
I like that.
That T-shirt cannon at Wapak is the real deal. That thing can fling them.
It scared me.
Yeah.
But the cheerleaders are passing out shirts tonight. Well, that's good for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a 4-point Bluffton lead. Their ball out of bounds. Donaldson working hard against Wash. Boblet looks inside. Kane Wright can't get a shot off against Jackson, but right to the rim, and finishing at the rim is Blake Summers, and he's going to get an and one.
Wow, fantastic move there by Blake Summers. Like you said, he dribbled in. I mean, it's really impressive with a player of his size. He's able to produce at any section of the floor. Great dribble into the floor there, was able to grab contact, and now let's see if he can make the three-pointer here.
Free throws tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Delphus. Come join us next week, February 17th through the 22nd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. And 13th point now for Blake Summers, puts his team back up 8. Island comes off a screen, works to the lane. Zori goes up and missed a shot, but Krim rebounds and fights it back up. Parker Krim now has 11 in the game and will get a chance to shoot a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. The foul will go to Kane Wright, Kane's second. The only player with more than 2 fouls in the game is Taryn Boblet. He has 3, so nobody in any serious jeopardy as we have 6:45 to go in regulation. Krim. Free throw is short, and the rebound comes to Boblet. All 6 points in the quarter for Bluffton have been scored by Blake Summers. He's got the ball right now. Donaldson looking inside, and Boblet. There's a pass inside. Worcester had to go off his hands. Donaldson bulls his way in. He muscles it up, and he's going to get an and one. Merrick Donaldson's got 7, looking at 8.
Well, this is the quarter of and ones. That's our third one already, and we've talked about it over the break, Mark. Bluffton hadn't been to the free throw line up until this quarter, the entire game.
That's correct. And now they will get another Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. That foul went to Marcus Hill, his second, team second of the quarter. And Donaldson makes the free throw. He's an 85% free throw shooter on the season.
That's impressive.
Appreciate both coaches getting stats to us this week. Island gives it up to Wash. Wash into the lane, and we're going to get a foul as he was trying to fight the ball up to the rim. Landon Worcester will get his second foul, and we're going to get some more free throws. This one by Amari Wash. Wash got 7 points in the game. He's 3 for 4 at the line.
Yeah, I do think that was pretty good defense there by Worcester. It was just unfortunate with where he was at. I mean, he was straight up, but the way that the play came out, I think the ref called a foul on him there. But overall, I think the defense he did as good as he could there is what I'm trying to say.
That's Amari Wash's 8th point. And bounces off, and Donaldson, big rebound. Bluffton up 7. Donaldson working against Amari Wash. To the rim he goes. Wash strips it loose, and it will stay with the Pirates.
Great strip there, yeah. Bluffton's come out really strong offensively here in the fourth quarter. I mean, they've been doing a good job. They were able to pull this lead back up that Elida had to regain in the third.
Bluffton was able to win our JV game tonight, 39-23. Both teams played a lot of guys this evening. Island was going for a steal, and I think he got called for a hold. He did. Now Zori becomes a person with 3 fouls. The first Bulldog to have that situation occur. He's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a lot of situations where you like a foul, but if I had to say one, that's probably one. I mean, he was being really aggressive there, was trying to go for the steal. He almost had it, too. So that's a foul that I'd take if I was Coach Howard.
Zori working hard that time against Ginther, and Wash ends up with it to Jackson. Back to Zori Island. Amari Wash to the rim, and scoop shot goes for Amari. He's got 10 in the game. His coach takes a timeout, down 5. 5:39 to go in a basketball game. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Ryan Howard and the Elida Bulldogs have taken their first time out of the basketball game as they trail by 5 with 5:39 to go in this one. They are led in scoring by Zori Island with 12. Parker Krim has 11. Amari Wash has 10. 14 for Blake Summers to lead the Pirates tonight. Krim and Worcester playing full court. And they get it to Boblet.
Yeah, I did a great job of that, too. They almost slowed him to the 5-second penalty on the baseline, and then they held it behind the court for the 10-second one for quite a while, too. So great full court defense.
See how patient Bluffton becomes. It's a team that has really struggled in close basketball games this year. They've lost a whole bunch of them by under 5, and see how they finish this one out. Up 5 right here.
Yeah, that's a great point, Mark. I would say slow it down and take the good shots when you get them, but also I don't feel comfortable only being up 5 points against this Elida team either with 5 minutes left in the game.
Donaldson missed his shot in the battle for the rebound. Ginther gets called for his first foul, the team's third, and it'll be Elida basketball out of bounds.
Yeah, and both teams here with 3 fouls with 5 minutes left here in the quarter. That's also something that they're going to want to keep an eye on because definitely don't want to send either of these teams to the free throw line.
Hill and Island. Wash goes baseline. And throws it back out to Marcus Hill. He goes to the rim. And his short shot will fall. Marcus Hill's first basket of the game. He averages more than 7 a game. It's a 3-point Pirate lead.
Yeah, Marcus had 9 in their last game against Findlay last Saturday. He's definitely a player. I talked about it earlier. They want to get Marcus involved. He's a fantastic player, and that was a great little jump shot he took there from mid-range.
Donaldson crowded by Zori Island, and Wash tips it loose to Boblet. Terrence surveying the situation. Donaldson in the corner. Worcester.
Like they're gonna get
got the 5-second count on. There he goes. Working against Krim. 2 outstanding football players going at each other right there.
Absolutely.
Ginther tries to turn the corner. Jackson has to pick him up, but that leaves Summers open for a 12-footer. High for the rebound was Donaldson, but he knocked it out of bounds.
We've had a couple players here that have just about jumped out of the gym, Mark. Wow, they're doing a really great job going up and trying to get those offensive rebounds. It almost looked like Bluffton was trying to isolate there in the middle. They were either going to go for the shot if it was open, or if everyone fell in on them, they were going to pass it out for a three-point shot.
Wash. Hands off to Hill. Story Island. He and Donaldson have been after each other all night long. Really interesting matchup. Ginther almost a steal, but Hill comes up with it. That shot's blocked by Summers, and the rebound went to Landon Worcester, and he was fouled. That foul will go to Marcus Hill, and Marcus Hill now has 3, and that's the 4th team foul. So with 3:02 to go, any more Bulldog foul will put a Pirate at the free throw line. Bluffton has just 3 fouls here in the quarter, so they got 1 to burn yet. Blake Summers. Blake Summers working on Evan Jackson.
Yeah, Evan Jackson is a really sound defensive player for the Bulldogs. I mean, anytime you watch him, he's just giving his all out there. I really like his defensive effort.
Bluffton's a really good free throw shooting team if it comes down to that.
They sure are.
Donaldson went to the rim a little bit out of control, and he ran over Amari Wash, and Merrick Donaldson will get his 2nd foul, and it'll be a turnover going the other way. And that will be the 4th foul of this quarter for Bluffton, so both teams will be shooting now for the rest of this game.
Yeah, definitely could make this one a little bit interesting. We'll see what happens here in the last 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Looks like there might be another little spot down there on the floor, hopefully.
Where do you get that guy with a giant mop out?
Yeah, he just needs to be out like on the corner of the floor the entire time, ready to go, because the Elida Fieldhouse floor seems to be one that gets wet spot pretty easily.
And we're going to get a substitute. Brody Altenbach will check in for Elida, and he will give Marcus Hill a break.
Yeah, I like the substitution for Elida. Brody Altenbach, 6-foot junior, but he shoots from 37% behind the three-point arc, so he's definitely one that can put up a 3-ball and put it into the basket.
He's made 20 from the three-point line this season. And we're getting an over back call. Great defensive pressure by Bean Ginther.
Fantastic defense there by Bean Ginther. I mean, I talked about it earlier, he gives so much to this team outside of putting points up on the board. That defense there was fantastic, and he was able to force a turnover to give the ball back to the Pirates.
We're on the baseline here, so our angle wasn't good at that one as the ball's knocked out of bounds by Wash. Coach Howard, the Elida crowd didn't like it. That's the official's call. We'll go with that.
Yep. Yeah, crowd definitely not happy with that call there.
Elida down 3, trying to get the basketball back. And Bluffton being very patient. Boblet working on Altenbach. Back cut. Donaldson inside, muscles it up. No, Krim gets the rebound. He caught that one just a little bit too close to the basket. It was underneath it, actually.
Yeah, it was a fantastic cut, though.
Wash to the corner, and they jump right in a hurry to get to Altenbach. Good scouting report.
Yep, they know he can shoot it.
Worcester knocked it out of bounds. Took a little bit of game reset. Elida has 4 timeouts remaining. They're going to take one of them. Elida takes a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Back in a moment. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're back at the Union Bank Court here at the Elida Fieldhouse. Our timeout center brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Ball was knocked out of bounds by the Pirates, and we'll go over to the Bulldogs. Evan Jackson will be the inbounder. Elida has 3 timeouts left. Bluffton has 2. Both teams with a double bonus. The possession arrow will favor the Elida Bulldogs. Game reset. Altenbach. Parker Krim. Backing down. Worcester comes in the trap, and Landon gets a steal. Good heads-up play defensively by the senior.
So good there by Landon Worcester. Fantastic job of, he knew, after a certain point, he knew Parker was going to dribble to the basket, so he just ran right around him poked his hand in there, was able to force the turnover.
Edmund Jackson snares the rebound. Wash goes to the rim, and his shot rolled out, and Summers rebounds. Good rebound by Blake.
Yeah, that was just, I think, an unfortunate angle there by Mari Wash. He had a fantastic move to dribble underneath to the basket. It's so impressive when he gets the ball. He does the little pump fake so you're not sure, but then he's fast as lightning to drive to the basket.
Bluffton has just taken their 4th timeout of the basketball game. We're going to keep it right here, and as we do so, we'll remind you that you can visit the WSN website. It's WSN.TV for scores, broadcast schedules, and the WSN apps are there as well. Ryan Shadowall and his crew does a great job with that throughout the sports season.
They sure do, yeah. A lot of really useful information there on the WSN app. I use it all the time.
And quite honestly, Kelsey, with all of the tournament action now, the games change quickly. Games win. We had moving on to the next site, all those types of things, so you can stay up to date for who's playing where. And now with our 7 divisions, a little bit more complicated to that.
Absolutely, yeah. I know we talked about it going into tournament basketball here, so win for either of these teams would be really good. Although when it changed where they're playing in the tournament, you just want that momentum going into the tournament season.
Good look at the Elida band in their final home game of the season. 1:09 to go, and Bluffton has taken their 4th timeout. The ball will be inbounded by Taryn Boblet, 6'1" senior. And they throw it deep. Worcester. And he caught the ball and traveled. Krim was there to pressure him, and not only did he travel, but I think he hurt an ankle.
Yeah, it looks like he's in a little bit of pain down there, which, yeah, when you have Parker Krim running into you, it's probably not the person you want, but they did a good job. It looked like it was going to be an open lane straight to the basket, but Parker did a good job of running back. If he would have looked back, he probably could have intercepted it, but, yeah, unfortunate there for the Bluffton player. Hopefully he's okay.
Grabbed his right knee, and let's take a break while they deal with Landon's injury. You're watching high school basketball at WOSN. Landon Borchester tried to leave the court with an injury to his knee. It looked like his right knee. Had to have a couple of players or a couple of coaches help him off the floor. That's not a good thing for Landon. We wish him the best. Elida down 3 with the basketball.
Yeah, and that's a tough loss for Bluffton as well because Landon was playing a really big part. He had a nice forced turnover there just a couple minutes ago. He was doing really good things for his Pirates team. Let's hope he's okay, of course.
Zori Island was headed to the rim. He tripped over Merrick Donaldson. Merrick has 3 fouls now. And we're going to get some Elida free throws by Zori Island. Zori's not shot a free throw tonight. He's a 76% free throw shooter on the season. He's got 12 points, though.
Yep, he leads the team at the free throw line, so if the Bulldogs want someone at the line, I would assume it's him.
Playing his last game here in this facility as Marcus Hill re-enters and play a little offense-defense over there is Coach Howard. 2-point Bluffton lead, 55.7 to go, and left-hander strokes another one. He's got 14 in the game. And his coach is going to take a timeout. You know, Kelsey, this is one of the better athletic facilities around, this Elida Fieldhouse, and they will host multiple tournament games. And in fact, WSN will be here for some games next week. And what a great facility to have high tournament basketball in.
It sure is, yeah, Mark. This is a special place to me. You know, I went to school at Elida. I played a lot of games on this court. So to be here and to be able to call a game with WSN and just see what these high school kids are doing nowadays, it's so impressive. It's been so fun to watch. And, yeah, Fieldhouse is always a fun place you want to come and watch a basketball game, that's for sure.
Coach Howard has taken his 3rd timeout. He'll have 2 remaining. There's 55.7 on the clock. And the Bluffton Pirates will be able to go full court with the basketball on this 94-foot facility.
Yep, a 1-point game with under a minute left. Anything can happen.
Taryn Boblet is the inbounder, and Merrick Donaldson gets the inbounds pass with Mari Wash. Here comes a trap from Hill, and he finds Ginther. Good pass. Senior leadership. Donaldson working against Hill. Any foul puts the Pirates on the line. Blake Summers with Krim guarding him. Bluffton has 1 timeout remaining. That's going to be a foul. Parker Krim will pick up his 3rd foul. And to the free throw line to shoot. Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws will be Merrick Donaldson. He made his only effort there this evening, and he is an 85% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, Bluffton looked pretty content there with keeping the ball. They weren't going to force anything, which makes sense. They have a 1-point lead, so eventually Elida was going to have to foul someone through the free throw line and hope that they don't make it for their sake.
Donaldson makes his first free throw. That's his 9th point of the game.
Yeah, just like we talked about how good of a free throw shooter Zori Island is, Donaldson, he leads this Bluffton team with 85% from the line. So just like you don't want Zori for the free throw line at this end, you don't want Merrick there on the other end for the Pirates.
A lot of good free throw shooters for Bluffton. They shoot 75% as a team as he makes both of those. Has 10 in the game now. And Elida trails by 3 again with under 30. Wash. Turnaround jumper. Bounces out. Rebound Jackson. Island gets a 3 look. It's short. Rebound to Ginter, and he'll be fouled by Wash.
A great read on there by Jackson. You found your guy, Zori Island, out on the free throw line, or out on the 3-point line. Unfortunately, that one's a little bit short. That one's going to hurt a little bit, but you have to foul with under 20 seconds left in the game.
We will walk the other way, and Bean Ginter will be the free throw shooter. He shoots 73% on the season. Makes one of these. It's a 2-possession game, and that he does.
Yeah, we talked about it, Mark. It was interesting that Bluffton hadn't gotten to the line here into the 4th quarter. They've shot really well from the line. They haven't missed one yet. Hopefully I didn't just jinx them there. But this could end up being the difference in this game's free throws, how we talked about pregame.
6 points for him. It's a 5-point lead. Wash in a hurry. Pull-up jumper from 3 is long. Blake Summers rebounds. He throws it to Merrick Donaldson. And Donaldson will cross midcourt. And this one's going to come to an end. The Bluffton Pirates will take a 49-44 victory over the Elida Bulldogs. Stolly Hustle Award winner and more coming up after this. You're watching high school basketball WOSN. We're back at the Elida Fieldhouse. The Bluffton Pirates have taken a 49-44 victory over the Elida Bulldogs. First order of business to present our Stolly Hustle Award winner tonight. A little bit of caucus time, and we decided to go with the Bluffton Pirates senior. That would be number 35, Blake Summers, Kelsey.
Yeah, Blake Summers had a fantastic game, offensively, defensively for the Bluffton Pirates. He was definitely a game changer for them tonight. He had 13 points, 5 of those coming from 2-point field goal range. He had 2 threes. Only went to the free throw line once, but he made a good effort of that. He was 100% 1-for-1. And just looking at the stats throughout this game, Blake, he scored consistently in every quarter. Like I said earlier, offensively, defensively, he did a fantastic job. Definitely made his mark on this game.
Congratulations to Blake Summers. Congratulations to the Bluffton Pirates. They will be 13-7 on the season. They remain 2-4 in the Northwest Conference. Elida will drop to 13-7. They are 7-1 in the Western Buckeye League. Bluffton will be at Allen East on Friday, have Maumee Valley Country Day at home on Saturday. The Bulldogs will go to St. Mary's on Friday, and they will be at Jefferson on Saturday. We're going to try to get an interview with Coach Boblin if we can snag him out of the locker room in just a moment. Back in a moment after this, watching high school basketball, WOSN. We're back at Elida High School. We got Coach Todd Boblin with us. Coach, you've had a lot of tough games this year, and they made a big run on you in the 3rd quarter, and your guys responded. Got to make you feel good about that.
It really does. I mean, we didn't want to start the second half the way we did, for sure. We just were kind of sloppy with the ball. We weren't being ball strong. And they give them a lot of credit. I mean, they're extremely quick, athletic, and we knew we were going to have some issues with that. But I just didn't feel like we came out with the right intensity to start the second half, and it kind of snowballed on us. And fortunately, our guys hung in there, and we made enough plays to get out of here, and the result feels better. I think the way we've played all these games has been the right way. We've been really proud of our guys through the entire process, but the result hasn't felt like it does tonight.
It was a bit of a physical game, but your guys really responded and defended well.
Yeah, I was really happy with our guys in general. I thought we had a few stretches there where we weren't the more physical team, and we can't be that against these guys. And I know that's really difficult, having number 2, Krem, in there, and he's a man.
Yes.
We knew we had to have early position and be physical with him, and a lot of times we were early in our position. We weren't physical enough with him.
But they've been averaging defensively right around the 40-something. You've been averaging 65, but you're putting up points on the board. Coach, and the way you do it, you're so balanced offensively. I'm looking at 10, 6, 8, 6, 4, 6, 13.
Yeah.
It's been that way all year for you. You've been so very well balanced offensively.
Yeah, we have a skilled group. It's a group that really has done it the right way. It's a lot of fun. I think that as we've gotten, now we're in the last week of the regular season, we enter the tournament, we don't want it to be over. And,
sure.
The emotion that we have, I think, right now about this group and how special they've been together because they get along so well. That could be a little bit abnormal for high school kids, but they truly enjoy being with each other. You can tell there's a lot of love within our locker room, and maybe that's a different word for our guys to use, but they really have done it the right way. So, it feels good to get out of here with this one. We hope to be back here. It's not going to be easy, but we love another opportunity to play on this court.
That was going to kind of be my last question, Coach, because you got a couple regular season games left Friday and Saturday. Sometimes when you've had a season where you've struggled, teams really look forward to that second season, a chance to say, yeah, you know what, we are better than what we showed in the regular season. Yeah. Your team's looking forward to it, aren't they?
Oh, for sure. But I think our guys look forward to every contest. They put too much into this to not enjoy it. And that could be a hard thing, I think, when the result isn't exactly the way you want it to go. And we've certainly, had some close losses, and it's really been gut-wrenching at different times. But our guys look forward to being in the gym together. They look forward to – they just said it in the locker room. They just said, hey, let's get back in and be ready for practice tomorrow. They enjoy being in the gym.
That's a great thing to be.
Yeah,
great thing to have part of your team. Thank you, Coach Todd.
Thank you.
We want to thank Dave Evans, the athletic director, our sponsors tonight, Rose State College, Web Insurance Agency, Dr. John Stocker, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Metzger Financial Services, and Springfield Fireworks. We want to thank them. Also, our crew tonight, that would be Megan Sherrick, Jonathan Young, Abby Beck. Thank them. And, Coach Bob, thank you for coming on. His team takes a 49-44 win over Elida. You've been watching high school basketball on WOSN.